college softball starts this weekend, boys. Be how. Click that
Ooh.
category.
Oh,
College softball.
hold on. Now you're going to get me on college softball?
The list is long, and there's a lot of good prices. All we're trying to do there is beat Oklahoma. They've made Oklahoma minus 170. Now, I know there's 64 teams in it right now. There's going to be 16 after this weekend. After the next weekend, there'll be 8, and they'll be headed toward Oklahoma City. I've done it already. I picked a couple off that I thought had chances. We got the great CLV. I don't even want to mention the names right now, but I'll have a couple for you so you could watch. Okay. Think fade the Pac-12. That's all I'm telling you. Fade the Pac-12.
Well, now we're out of time. Where do I go to get your picks here? Do a Bostonian versus the book? Are you tweeting them? Now you got me on softball. I'm going to watch. I do like watching college softball. And when it gets to this time in the regionals, we move fast, we get action.
Right.
It is fun.
It's a really good watch. It's a really good, I mean, it's a betting opportunity like anything else right now. There's probably 6 or 7 teams that can win it, but they got to play these regionals where they host. There's 16 teams that host, and from being in the college athletic world, it's a big deal when they get a host school and a host weekend. They're pretty heavy favorites, but the prices are going to drastically change when there's only 16 options next week. So yeah, I'll put them out to you, and then we'll talk about it probably on Bostonian versus the book tomorrow, and we'll be able to mention it. But yes, just keep it in mind. Newbie can cook and watch softball at some point, but he's the producer of the show. He's the third wheel here. He's at Newbie Talks on the Twitter. Dan Alexander. Newbie, do you have lacrosse? Is there anything big this weekend going on for that?
I got one for you here, boys, and you don't have to wait for a text to get it, Brad Howe. We got Saturday afternoon action. Penn is taking on Rutgers. Penn's just been a cardiac Quakers is what they've been known at. Out of all of their wins, I think they have 15 on the year. 10 of them have been from one goal. I don't think that's sustainable. They're playing a very good Rutgers team. We're going to lay it on the money line, minus 120 with Rutgers. I think Rutgers reaches their first Final Four ever. Lay it with Rutgers, minus 120 money line, takes down my cardiac Quakers. There's your free lacrosse play, Dave.
Is that on DraftKings? Is that available?
It's on DraftKings, and then MGM, they sprinkle it in with some books. You got to talk to your odds makers out in Vegas, Dave. Get this shit on the books in Vegas. They got a team in Vegas now. They got the Las Vegas Desert Dogs, man. Get on the books.
That's when that's going to happen. Is when they start playing news, because then we'll have a team and people will be going into the books saying it. Right now, nobody's going into the book saying, hey, put up the lacrosse numbers. So
I will say this real quick before we go for Newbie. I know we got a heart out here. I've worked 2 lacrosse Final Fours.
You have?
As good events as I've ever been around. I love it. I didn't know a thing about lacrosse. The 2 Final Fours, awesome.
Wow.
Love to hear it.
Man, oh man. B-House got so many things in his repertoire.
Doesn't stop. He doesn't.
He's like,
he has as many bets as he has jobs, Dave. As many bets as he has jobs.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I worked this event. What are you talking about? I didn't even know you knew what a lacrosse stick was and a ball, and he went and worked the events. All right, you shaved me into it. Virginia Tech, 10-1. You got to take them. Alabama, 9-1. And Florida State, 6-1. Okay. And lock in that Arizona State price, by the way, at 14-1.
Love it.
Those are ones that advance this weekend that the price will change a little bit. I'm looking for some needles in the haystack below that. So maybe we can pick off a 50-1 and have that going into next weekend. And you guys will be calling me a softball guy instead of a horse guy. That's it. I'm out. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.